what's up guys? It's Nashcrafter and welcome to my channel. I hope you all are having a very wonderful day. Today we're starting our Sky Factory 3 episode just a little bit differently than we normally would. As you guys can see behind me, I have a huge 1,000. Yesterday we hit 1,000 subscribers here on my YouTube channel. I seriously couldn't be more excited right now. It makes me so happy. It just blows my mind that 1,000 people have seen my videos and they've liked them enough to hit that subscribe button. That means so much to me. That means the world to me. So I'm going to say it 100 times, but thank you so much for all the love and support, comments, feedback on my videos, everything you guys do, thank you. And I just want to keep getting better, keep making better content, and keep growing as a channel. And I hope that a lot of you guys will join me on this adventure. But for today's Sky Factory 3 episode, I have so much planned. It's going to be really fun, but it's also going to be super relaxed. We are getting into a mod that I'm very excited for, so I think you guys are going to like this one. So without further ado, let's just hop into Sky Factory 3. Alright guys, so we're going to start off today's Sky Factory 3 episode, and I'm actually going to do this episode in shaders. As a part of hitting 1,000 subscribers, I think it would be really cool to do this episode in shaders. Shaders is one of my favorite things. I think our Skyblock platform looks really awesome with the shaders. Now, one thing I wanted to mention before we get started is, as you guys can see, over there I have a huge cobblestone box. So if we run over here and take a look, I want to show you guys what I've been working on. Over here, you can see the little legs popping out there. I do have a squid farm. So this is my squid farm. It's really bad. I would not take this as any inspiration of any type of squid farm you should make, but it does do the trick. So this is basically just a cobblestone box, and it has some slabs up here so mobs don't spawn. Then I made some water sources. I just line them up along this wall back here so squids can spawn there, and then what they'll do is they'll just work their way down to the bottom. So then we can take a peek down here. We'll just jump down this ladder. This is what the bottom looks like. So we've got squids falling down here, and we have some signs. Oh, this guy's pushing me. The way signs work is, a player can jump through them and squids can fall through them, but the water won't. So this is basically just a way to make a basic squid farm. It's not automated or anything, but what I can do is just come over here and push around some squids, and they'll give me calamari, raw calamari, and ink sacs. There's also a little story to this squid farm. So I actually died twice while making this. It was my first 2 deaths, and it was off camera. I wish I recorded it because it was kind of funny, but I was trying to put these ladders down so I could get down and make that platform down there. And I ended up hitting one of the ladders and falling through into the void, and that actually happened twice. We can see all the way down there I've got a couple of gravestones, so we'll have to go down there eventually and collect all of those items that we dropped. That happened, my first 2 deaths, but it's alright, it's alright. Also, I was opening a few loot bags. I opened, not too many. My farm hasn't been, it's been doing okay. I got some cool stuff out of the loot bags, but I also got these dragon heads, which were pretty cool, so I decided to hang them up right there. So today's episode is gonna be a little bit busy. It's gonna be more of a progress update type episode. It's gonna be very grindy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So let's see, I want to sleep really quick because I think the sun is going down, and with the shaders I don't know if you guys will be able to see too good, so we'll take a sleep here. Alright, so now that we've slept, we can get into today's episode. So I did set up this little area for today's video. This is basically where I'm going to start breeding my chickens. So this is what it looks like. We've got our nursery monitor, and if we take a look at the hatchery mod, we can see we've got tons of stuff here. So we've got the hatchery nests, the nesting pens, the chicken feeder, and the nursery monitor. Now there's a bunch of other stuff, but these are the main ones that we're going to be focusing on. So we do have the nursery monitor, and the crafting recipe looks like this. And if we take a look at the description, it says this block will split adults and baby chicks in a 4x4 area and move them to opposite sides of the block. This is to better sort and move your chickens around. So this is super cool because basically what it will do is it will put all the adult chickens on this side and all of the baby chickens on this side. We also have a chicken feeder, and this is how you make it. And then the description says you can store up to 200 seeds per feeder. Feeders will look for chickens in a 4x1x4 area. Baby chicks will grow faster when around a feeder, and adults will drop items faster. You can pipe seeds into the feeder. So this basically feeds chickens automatically so that you don't have to do it. This thing's really helpful, so I've put in 107 of 200 seeds. I also did set up myself a small storage crate as well as an advanced item collector, because all of these chickens basically drop a bunch of random different things, so we do need a way to collect all of those items into one inventory. So starting off with the chickens mod, I have a ton of stuff prepared. I have our hatchery nests, which are made just like this. You just need hay bales. I also have my animal net, which we'll need here soon. We won't need it right away, but we will need it. So what I want to do is set down our hatchery nests. I guess we'll just do 6 right here, just like this. So what's cool about these is they'll hatch eggs for you, but there's kind of a weird way to do it. So I have noticed, I've been playing with this mod just a little bit, and I've noticed that any of these eggs with dots on them, so like the flint chicken egg, the sand chicken egg, and the log chicken egg. So the eggs with the polka dots on them act differently than these solid colored eggs. And basically the way these work is what we can do is we can take these and we can just put these straight on the ground. So if they have a dot on them, you can put them straight on the ground. You do not need a hatchery nest. So we can go boop and boop, just like that. And we have ourselves 2 sand chickens. And also these work with the flint chicken and the log chicken. So all of the eggs that I have here are tier 1 crafted chicken eggs. So all of these can be crafted. We can take a look at the recipes really quick. So this is the blue. Then we've got the green. We've got the red, the yellow. This is the brown chicken egg recipe. We've got the black, which is what I needed those ink sacs for. We have the white, the log, and then we have the flint. And then how you make the sand chicken is just an egg with sand around it. So it's pretty easy to make. All of these can be crafted, like I said. So now if we head back over to our sand chickens over here, we want to look at these guys really quick because they have some cool stats to them that we really need to look at. So if we look to the top middle of the screen, you guys can see it says sand chicken, and then it'll say tier 1. And then it says growth 1, gain 1, strength 1. Now this is super similar to AgriCraft. If you guys have ever played the mod AgriCraft, it's very, very similar, except for AgriCraft deals with crops instead of chickens. So it does have the same thing, the growth 1, gain 1, strength 1. And what we want to do is we want to get those up to 10. So growth 10, gain 10, strength 10. So the higher the stats for your chicken, the better drops you'll get, the better cooldown times you'll have. So right now these are 1-1-1. They're the lowest you can go. They're not very good. So what we want to do is we want to breed these guys together. So they should make a baby. And that baby will be sent right over here. So our nursery monitor is working perfectly. It'll send this little guy over here. And then what he'll do is he'll feed on these seeds. And it doesn't look like they do it like super fast. You kind of got to leave him alone. He has a 15-minute cooldown. So his growing cooldown says 15 minutes, which means we'll have to sit here for 15 minutes and wait for him to grow up. It's kind of a long time. So what you can do is you can actually feed him seeds. So you can feed him by hand, and that cooldown time is ticking down pretty quickly. But after you've fed him a lot of seeds, the cooldown time will start to decrease. So you won't be able to knock off as much time the more seeds you feed him. But also we do have the chicken feeder, so he will just automatically feed off of this, so we don't have to feed him our seeds, which is pretty nice. Next thing we want to look at is his stats. So now he's a growth 3, a gain 2, and a strength 2. So his stats went up, which is really good. And the next thing we want to do is breed these guys again together. Now it does give you a different chance each time, so we could breed them together again and get different stats on a new baby chicken. I'm going to run over and sleep really quick. So our baby chicken has grown up. He grew up pretty fast thanks to our seeds. The next thing we have to do is wait for their breeding cooldown. So our sand chickens are breedable now, and the thing I want to do is I just want to breed the 1-1-1 and the 1-1-1 together again. And there we go. We've got a baby that's 2-3-2, and our other baby that we just had was a 3-2-2. So they've got the same stats, just in different order, which is fine. The next thing I want to do is pretty brutal. I do want to kill off our 111s because once we get to the higher tier chickens, we aren't going to need these 111s anymore. It's just not really worth it to have all of those different types of chickens. We just want the highest tier we can get, which is 10, 10, 10. So we've got 4 pieces of sand here in our small storage crate. We've also got 2 pieces of chicken manure, some raw chicken that we got from killing those chickens, and then we've also got inferium essence. So the chickens do drop these things. The sand chickens will drop sand. Once you get your chickens stats really high, I believe they'll drop more frequently and they'll drop even more items. So once we get those higher chickens, we can get more sand. It'll start filling up. It'll be crazy how much sand we can get. So we just need to wait for this guy to grow up a little bit. I will admit you do need a lot of wheat and a lot of seeds in order to start the chickens mod. So I definitely recommend getting together at least a small wheat farm. Mine's just a 9x9. It works perfectly. So anything like this will do you. It's fine. It doesn't have to be automated or anything. I just come over here in between cooldowns and I'll grab some wheat and I'll grab some seeds, and it seems to work out pretty good. So we've got both of our chickens grown up and their stats are both high. So once we breed these guys together, we should get even higher stats. There we go. He shoots over. And we've got a 4-3-3, so we're doing pretty good. We're climbing pretty good, which is awesome. So both of my adult chickens are ready to breed, and I'm just going to breed these guys together. These are still the lower chickens, so the 2-2-3 and the 3-2-2. So now we've got this guy grown up, and he is a 4-3-3, so he's the highest one we have so far. Then we also just got this baby, 4-4-3, so he's even higher than the one that we just got as a baby. So these guys are low, we don't need them, so sadly we do have to kill them off just to keep things really organized and kind of on the right track. So this is kind of the method I've been going with. I've just been breeding 2 baby chickens to have better stats, and then once their parents are the lower stats, then I kill them off, which it's brutal. It's sad, but honestly we do want those higher tier chickens. They're just going to be better in the end. So once this guy is grown up, I'll probably just keep doing the same process, just breeding these 2, and then I'll breed them one more time. Then we'll have 2 higher stat chickens. I'll breed those together until we have a 10-10-10. So this is just how I'm going to do it, and it's going to take quite a bit of time. So I think what I'll do is I'll come back in just a little bit with you guys once I finally have that 10-10-10 sand chicken. So I was just waiting because my chickens were cooling down, and I wanted to come over here and check out our mop spawner. So I got a few loot bags, and I wanted to take a look at this epic loot bag. I just made it. I crafted it. Basically what you can do is you can take the uncommon loot bags, put those in a crafting grid of 2x2, and then you'll get the rare loot bags, and then you can take the rare and do a 2x2 and turn them into epic. Now there's something I really want out of the epic loot bag, and I'm not sure if I'll get it. There's not a really high chance that I will, but maybe we'll get lucky and it'll happen. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, come on. Oh, we didn't get it. Cow in a jar. That's actually pretty cool. And then a golden helmet. So we've got some stuff. We'll put this on. I did get an iron chest plate from our a different loot bag. So now we're looking crazy. I also have googly eyes, but they actually don't fit with my Minecraft skin, so they look super crazy. I want to take my cow in a jar right over here. We'll put them right here. That's so awesome. So basically what these do is they store milk. So it'll hold 8 buckets of milk. So I did set up this little area right here. It's for all of our 10-10-10 chickens. Now it's really small. I'm definitely going to have to expand this out later on, but I do have another small storage crate for when they drop items, as well as our advanced item collector. If you did miss last episode, this is how you make an advanced item collector. So you just need the item collector, which is pretty easy to make. Then you also just need glowstone and redstone torch. So it's not too bad. Basically pick up items within a 5x5 radius. You can also set this to go up to 10, which is pretty cool. Now I have gotten my sand chickens basically almost up to a 10-10-10. This is a 10-9-10 and his cooldown's 30 seconds. So he's got a really fast cooldown now. So what we can do is we can breed these guys together one last time, and we'll see what we get on this side. And we've got a 9-10-10 and a 9-10-10. All right, it is the morning time and these guys are ready to go. So once we breed these together, we've got our final guy right over here, and boom, growth 10, gain 10, strength 10. So now that we have two 10-10-10s, which is my goal, is to have at least 2 of each chicken at their full stats. So this is what we've collected so far, 27 sand, 16 raw chicken. So I did go through 16 chickens in order to get him up to a 10, get these two up to a 10-10-10, and then some chicken manure, and then the inferium essence. So now that we've got these guys, we can move on to our next chicken that we want to work on. So like I mentioned earlier, the eggs with the polka dots on them, you can place in the world just naturally. You don't need these hatchery nests. So what we can do is we can put this guy down and then put this guy down. We've got our log chicken and our flint chicken. They're going to be 1-1-1 when you first put the egg down if you just crafted the egg. So we do have two 10-10-10 sand chickens here. And the cool thing that we can do, when you breed two chickens together, they'll take into account the higher chicken's stats. So if I were to breed this 1-1-1 log chicken with this 10-10-10 sand chicken, we'll see what we get here. So it looks like we got another sand chicken, and it gave us a 9-9-9. Now we don't need this sand chicken because we have both of the ones that we want. So sadly, I am going to kill him off. The next thing we can do is we have this other 10-10-10. So we'll breed him with our flint chicken over here, and we'll see what we get. There we go. So we got another flint chicken, and if you take a look at the stats, he's already at a 9-9-9. So all of those 16 chickens that I had to go through to make my sand chickens, we don't have to do that because we have a 9-9-9 right here, which is crazy because he's basically a 10-10-10. And it's so fast because all I had to do was just breed a 10-10-10 with a 1-1-1 and it made a 9-9-9. So I know it's a lot of numbers. It's a lot of numbers being thrown out, but it's really, really cool when you think about it. And it's so much better than having to breed two 1-1-1 flint chickens and just keep grinding and grinding and grinding and working up until they're finally 10-10-10s. This is such an easy way of doing it. Now these 1-1-1s are going to have longer cooldowns. These guys are already ready to breed. So what we can do is wait for this guy to grow up, which boom, he's super fast, super quick. So what we did was we bred this flint chicken with the sand chicken, and we got one more 9-9-9 flint chicken. Now we don't need this 1-1-1 anymore. And when you think about it, that's crazy. I only had to go through 3 flint chickens instead of 16 to get myself a 10-10-10. So our little baby flint chicken is about to grow up here, and he gets sent over. So now we can breed the 9-9-9s, and we should have a baby 10-10-10, just like that. It only took a couple of minutes. So what we can do is breed our 10-10-10 with our 9-9-9 flint, and we've got 10-10-10s, just like that. Boom, done. But what I did want to get started really quick is I do have these hatchery nests. So these eggs down here, all of the colored dyed eggs work a little bit differently than the ones with the polka dot. So these have to be hatched in a hatchery nest. If you don't hatch them in the hatchery nest, they'll work the same as a regular egg. So you'll try to throw it and put it down, but nothing will happen. Nothing will hatch from it. You'll get a chance of something hatching, but there is a big chance that nothing will. And you want to make sure you get these right in the hatchery nest because you can accidentally throw them. And we'll get one of each color. Something cool about these hatchery nests is, as you can see at the top middle, it's moving up 3%. Once that hits 100%, it will hatch a little baby chicken. So what we can do is we can actually crouch on these and it will make the process go a little bit faster. And this one's still at 4, this one's at 6, this one's at 4, this one's at 4. So this one's going a lot faster because we're standing on top of it. So technically we're warming it up. We can also use redstone lamps to heat these. So what we can do is shift click these right on top, and then we'll take our levers and turn these guys on. So that should be heating all of these eggs at once. Alright, so we've got our last 10-10-10 baby flint chicken. And then we've also got this guy, so I'm going to grab him and put him over here into our 10-10-10 pen. And then we've got our sand chickens and our log chickens. So next thing we need to do is breed these together until we can finally get that other log chicken that we want. Now we did get another sand, which is not what we want. So hopefully eventually we'll get that log chicken that we need. So something really cool just happened. As you guys can see, I have a different looking chicken here. This is a gunpowder chicken. So this is pretty sweet. I basically got this by mixing a sand chicken and a flint chicken. And what you can tell is he is already a 10-10-10 because both my flint chicken and my sand chicken were both 10-10-10. So his stats are going to be as high as his parents' stats, which is super cool. So this guy is already ready to go. He just needs to grow up, and then we just need to breed him one more time, and we can put him in our 10-10-10 pen. So we've got our little baby chickens on the loose. They've hatched over here. So we can just grab these guys out. Oops, I put him back. And we'll put them in here, they'll grow up, and what we can do is just basically do the same thing we have been doing. And these guys are awesome, so they're all 1-1-1s. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grind a little bit more, get a few more 10-10-10s. I'll check in with you guys here in just a little bit. If we take a look over here, I've gotten red, I've got gunpowder, log, white. I have been getting loot bags from the chickens, which is pretty cool. All right, so next thing we need to do is breed our sand chicken and our brown and see if we can get another brown. Awesome, awesome. So we gotta hope that we get another green one out of this. Please be green, green. Ah, dang. Okay, we got another sand chicken. I feel like that happens a lot. I've been getting a ton of sand chickens when I breed these little guys together. All right, guys, so these last couple of chickens that I have are still at a 1-1-1. So it's going to take me quite a while to get them up to the 10-10-10 that we want. So I think I'm going to end this episode here. Again, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. It truly, truly means the world to me. It makes me so happy. It makes me smile that we even hit that milestone. That just blows my mind. Today was a day full of chickens, and I actually think the next episode is going to be a chickens episode too. So if you're into getting into the rest of the chickens mod, definitely check out the next episode. But again, thank you guys so much. If you liked this video, please leave a like down below or subscribe if you're new to my channel. Also, don't forget to leave any tips, tricks, suggestions, anything you guys would like down in the comments section. I always love reading your comments, so please feel free to do so, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye guys.